happened in the course of time. It says now human rights activists and concerned citizens were on Thursday set to stage nationwide demonstrations under the banner "Total Shutdown, No More Deaths, Run Smooth." And of course, we've had the recent demonstration that had been done courtesy of the Justice for Albert Ojwang. There's so much that Ojwang died in police custody. The life has been with this. It was so traumatizing. The protest, which now will be centered at the Central Police Station in Nairobi, being organized by grassroots movements and civil society groups using the slogan "No Killings Anymore" or "No," the hashtag Ruto must go and occupy everyone. It is a situation that is alarming right here in the Republic, and of course we are expecting a swift environment as far as justice right here in the Republic is concerned. There's so much to work on that, and of course our news reporters, that is Trevor, will do that. This is courtesy of the Finance Bill 2024, which is 2025. Allow me to read this for you, police. Yesterday they were revealed, a number of 5 at least were revealed as far as that death is concerned. And to alarming situation that US government now calls for swift, transparent probe into Albert Ojwang's murder. Send us your feedback on what you think about this protest, or demonstration rather, that is set to happen at the Central Police Station later today, if it hasn't started right now. And of course now IPOA reveals names of DCI officers who arrested Albert Ojwang in Homa Bay, and CS Murkomen says government won't shield any culpable for Albert Ojwang's death. Now, Albert Ojwang was tortured and strangled. That is a report, of course, you'll find across all social media platforms. And remember also, you can have these stories in our website, www.lookuptv.co.ke. Now, DPP orders 7-day deadline in Ojwang death probe. Central Police Station officers, OCS Telam, say Albert Ojwang was brought in critical condition. This is a story that happened yesterday, and creating a menace right here to the heart of the country, where everyone now is involved into this particular situation. And as we mark, of course, Mental Health Awareness Month, many Kenyans are appealing to the government to at least make sure that Ojwang's father is in good state and accommodated in a safe space as well. So Taita Taveta's Kitumo Secondary School, the poor after teachers murder, there is a situation right there which will be following up in good time to understand what's the space that holds. But if you didn't know about the names of these particular DCI were revealed just yesterday, of course, about this particular DCI officers that are involved in the entire processes as Albert Ojwang. So according to IPOA, the officers included Sergeant Sigei, Sergeant Wellesley Korir Kirui, Police Constable Dennis Kinyoni, Police Constable Milton Mwanzi, and Police Constable Boniface Rabudo. So Wanjiko said, that is IPOA, team went to Leader Center in Homa Bay County and arrested the deceased at around 2:30 p.m. before taking him to Magwengo Police Station right in Homa Bay. So the independent policing oversight now will reveal, of course, the entire distribution of this process, and later on we'll have justice for Albert Ojwang as well. So according to IPOA, there is detailed information about all this, and later in the hours we'll get a clear understanding and a clear report to what the entire institution will have. And remember also there's IG Kanja, of course, getting involved in all these and making some statements to assure the country that this is taken into consideration. But also there is an issue with DIG Lagarde, who now is one of the areas of consideration upon what Albert Ojwang posted in his Twitter account, now bringing a lot of questions to why that tweet was removed and why that account was deleted. So that is the entire conversation around Albert Ojwang. And of course, speaking to the Senate yesterday, of course, there was so much debate around that, involving also the Interior CS Murkomen. The authority is now working to finalize several tasks, and including forwarding all collected forensic samples for analysis, recording statements from additional witnesses and officers at Central Police Station, and collecting medical records for Mbagathi Hospital, with feedback expected by the end of the day. I watched that picture, that body viewing, Albert Ojwang. If you look at the face, you can't imagine what might have happened in that fateful evening. Of course, 6-hour travel, questioning, and later on the demise of Albert Ojwang. So today, the country, or many people, including the activists, will storm Central Police Station to have that clear understanding of what will the government do as far as extrajudicial killing right in the Republic is concerned. We are hoping for the best. Remember, also in the limelight of those youths and the Gen Zs that lost their lives as far as demonstrations is concerned, is still a talk of the town. So we hope for the best, and also Raila Odinga is joining in the movement, saying that there should be a steadfast operation to make sure that this is taken into consideration. Now, in the limelight of all this, there is the involvement of the US government. I will really not understand the clear insight into this engagement, but I believe it's for the better good to seek justice as far as this death is concerned. Also, the county's governor, Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja, tells that to educate his son, employee of murder blogger Albert Ojwang, it's really traumatizing, and the efforts that were used in that is indeed another story to tell. Of course, OCS Talam breaks silence, him, on Albert Ojwang's murder accusation. This is just a story that is alarming, and while giving his account to the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOR, Talam recounted that the one day of Ojwang's death, he was brought into the station in critical condition. According to his account given on Wednesday, that was yesterday, Talam and fellow officers attempted to save his life. They even rushed the late Ojwang to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. He further added that, contrary to reports, he did not object to Ojwang's booking at the station. So, the controversial engagements to all these now, the story ingine yenye haieleweki, and that is why every youth out there is storming Central Police Station to make sure that there is justice done. Why was there that particular report that says that he struck himself to the wall many times, a couple of times, and later on committed suicide? That is a story that we actually do not understand. And Ndegwa, of course, the CEO of Safaricom, also gave some statement towards them case to consider. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 16 minutes past 9 a.m. in the development. Of course, today is Artistic Thursday. Allow me to remind you one more time. Peter Eugine, alias Mugo, an underground visual artist, will be joining us in a few to help us understand the bottom line of Artistic Thursday. You'll tell me when he gets right here. But to all remarks now, remember, of course, this is what we do right here in on the Morning Drift at Lookup Television. So in case you're wondering, of course, all these engagements will get you up to speed, and I have the understanding in clear order. So after all this, of course, in the deliberation on all this, we'll get the understanding. And by the way, after today now, if things do not work out today, that is when now we'll know that indeed there is a crisis as far as justice is concerned, right to the heart of the Republic. Using across all. What do you think about that? Ruto says that now the involvement of this extrajudicial killing must stop as early as now, and he apologizes to the country for this situation happening in the country. Says that there must be a steadfast operation as far as the Central Police Station is concerned, the intelligence is concerned, to make sure that this is taken into consideration. Dante Max, please do me a favor, of course, now follow up, of course, on Hugo. In the next few minutes, we'll be engaging him. But in the limelight of all this, it's it's about now time where we invite now Hugo to join us. But after that, of course, we'll have the deliberate conversation towards all this. This is the Morning Drift Artistic Thursday. When we come back, of course, we'll be inviting now Hugo for the clear conversation on underground abstract art. Don't go too far. You're watching the Morning Drift.
How do you start your engine when it is time to drive? Are you a first-time car buyer or want to upgrade your wheels? Do you know your car brand? Is it powerful, stylish, or does it turn heads as you drive past? Well, let's get to know all about wheels on the Daily Drive Show with Eugine as we review all automobiles inclusively, specs and powertrain, interior, exterior, and pricing. Get on board with Eugine for a dose of automobile scene on Lookup TV.
Feeling like unwinding and calming your nerves down after a long week? I'm Nika Kala. Join me on the Nakala Report this coming Friday and every Friday at 8 p.m. only on Lookup TV. At Nakala Report, we turn the insanity into sanity and sanity into insanity.
People are there to belittle you. When people are questioning you,
if you don't move fast, of course, yes, you lose it, but then it's not us to push you.
But you do not know the God who has been molding me. What has he been doing to me?
The deep and mature conversations of empowerment for you with a curious mind and an appetite for oriented conversations.
I concur with what you're saying. You plan your finances, you can easily live without a debt.
An engaging safe space of free expression and truthfulness with an upheld vibrance, motivation and happiness.
So many children who are there, they are not living their dreams.
Join us for deep conversations with Zipporah Gashushe every Saturday from 8 p.m. The Deeper Conversations on Lookup TV.
Kipindi ni ukulima ni mali na manjoro. Kumbuka hapa ndipo unajifunza mambo mengi kuhusu ukulima. Kilimo ni uti wa mgongo wa nchi. Na ukiwa na njoro unajifunza. Kumbuka, angalia mwenyewe. Tunakuambia ukitaka kujua tips za ukulima, ungana na sisi kwenye Lookup TV. Every Sunday unatukuta pale saa 10, tunakuonesha kuhusu ukulima. Ukulima wa mimea, ukulima wa ng'ombe, ukulima wa kuku, ukulima wa mbuzi na yote ambayo yanahusiana na ukulima. Kumbuka nini? Kipindi ni ukulima ni mali.
Taarifa zinapochipuka na kutufikia papa hapa kwenye makao makuu ya chumba cha habari cha runinga ya Lookup, kwenye taifa, kwenye serikali, kwenye bunge, tunajitosa hadi kwenye sauti ya wenyeji ili kupata tu maoni ya wenyeji kuhusu masuala haya yanayochipuka.
Maana hii kitu inaenda kuumiza Mkenya kwa tax.
Hakuna kitu tunafurahia. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sisi tunaumia, si ati tunaumia ile ya kiukweli. Juu maisha ni ngumu.
Na bila shaka tunapata maoni yao ili sauti yao ipate kusikika. Na watasema hili, waseme lile, watasema hiki na waseme kile, almuradi sauti yao ipate taa.
Mambo ya mafuta tena imekuwa ni changamoto zaidi kwa kila mtu wa bodaboda.
Uchumi ikikuwa stable, tunaamini mambo itakuwa sawa sawa.
Kwanza liko na ria wa boda, mama mboga nini. Hao sasa ndio wamefinywa zaidi man.
Mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni bunge la wenyeji.
If you want to have a proper outlook of the economy, then you have to speak to the walls and gears of the integral businesses in the country.
And I want to be able to make the youths and everybody coming up in Kenya know that this is here locally.
Men and women in the thick of the bust of markets rising and falling, fighting to make their business decisions stick.
I've always lived in my career that I can never be late.
You need to train by yourself. You need to practice by yourself. Then from there you can compose yourself and give kind of services like this.
On season 2 of the Captain's Arena, we seek the inside of the minds, predict the shift in the markets, get inspiration to start and make sense of it all.
Just watch what everybody else is doing and just make sure you're giving back to the society.
Oof. This is the Captain's Arena.
Feeling like unwinding and calming your nerves down after a long week? I'm Nakala. Join me on the Nakala Report this coming Friday and every Friday at 8 p.m. only on Lookup TV. At Nakala Report, we turn the insanity into sanity and sanity into insanity.
Taarifa zinapochipuka na kutufikia papa hapa kwenye makao makuu ya chumba cha habari cha runinga ya Lookup, kwenye taifa, kwenye serikali, kwenye bunge, tunajitosa hadi kwenye sauti ya wenyeji ili kupata tu maoni ya wenyeji kuhusu masuala haya yanayochipuka.
Maana hii kitu inaenda kuumiza Mkenya kwa tax.
Hakuna kitu tunafurahia. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sisi tunaumia, si ati tunaumia ile ya kiukweli. Juu maisha ni ngumu.
Na bila shaka tunapata maoni yao ili sauti yao ipate kusikika. Na watasema hili, waseme lile, watasema hiki, na waseme kile, almuradi sauti yao ipate taa.
Mambo ya mafuta tena imekuwa ni changamoto zaidi kwa kila mtu wa bodaboda.
Uchumi ikikuwa stable, tunaamini mambo itakuwa sawa sawa.
Kwanza liko na ria wa boda, mama mboga nini. Hao sasa ndio wamefinywa zaidi man.
Mpenzi mtazamaji, hii ni bunge la wenyeji.
People are there to belittle you. When people are questioning you,
If you don't move fast, of course, yes, you lose it, but then it's not us to push you.
but you do not know the God who has been molding me, what has he been doing to me?
The deep and mature conversations of empowerment for you with a curious mind and an appetite for oriented conversations.
I concur with what you're saying. You plan your finances, you can easily live without a debt.
An engaging safe space of free expression and truthfulness with an upheld vibrance, motivation and happiness.
So many children who are there, they are not living their dreams.
Join us for deep conversations with Zipporah Gashushe every Saturday from 8 p.m. The Deeper Conversations on Lookup TV.
Kipindi ni ukulima ni mali na manjoro. Kumbuka hapa hapa ndipo unajifunza mambo mengi kuhusu ukulima. Kilimo ni uti wa mgongo wa nchi, na ukiwa na Njoro unajifunza. Kumbuka, angalia mwenyewe. Tunakuambia ukitaka kujua tips za ukulima, ungana na sisi kwenye Look Up TV. Every Sunday unatukuta pale saa 10, tunakuonesha kuhusu ukulima. Ukulima wa mimea, ukulima wa ng'ombe, ukulima wa kuku, ukulima wa mbuzi na yote ambayo yanahusiana na ukulima. Kumbuka nini? Kipindi ni Ukulima ni Mali.
Thank you so much. Welcome back. Now, we just gave an insight about everything that is happening across the Republic as far as the maandamano is concerned. And when we focus about all this, it's in the inclusion of understanding the state of justice right here in the Republic. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us for the first time, we're watching The Morning Drift, Artistic Thursday, a few minutes to the top of the hour, 9:30. Of course, now Mugo is in the building. Let us understand the clear in-depth of underground abstract art. Karibu sana kiongozi. How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Uko fiti?
Niko best manze.
So for someone mwenye nakona for the first time, how will you introduce yourself?
All right. I'm Peter Eugine, aka Ujo. They call me Ujo in the streets. I do abstract art. I've been doing it since I finished maybe primary, I don't know, but it's been good, it's been amazing.
Mko safari?
Yeah, it's been a journey, man.
Right.
It's been a journey.
So tuongee historia wewe ukiwa primary sasa, how did you develop that idea that mimi nataka kufanya hii stuff?
It wasn't necessarily an idea, it was like a feeling, like I met with someone, alikuwa anafanya art in the streets, alikuwa anapiga art kwa walls and all that. We became good friends, and ironically anaitopia Eugine like me, so akanifundisha the ropes, akanionyesha here and this and that, you can do this, you know. Tukafungua shop na yeye.
Primary bado?
Yeah, I was in ndo nimemaliza primary, yeah.
No man.
Yeah, so we did some paintings, tukauza, we opened up a shop, yeah. So after the shop, nikaona I can take this seriously, you know.
Amazing.
I can get some bag from this, and once I joined high school, nikapata kuna art classes, but zile vitu nilikuwa nimelearn kwa streets, they were off. I don't even know, manze. But my teacher used to use me as an example, you know.
Indeed.
Like this art, you should do this like this, you know, because I learned in the streets, and all students were like, this is crazy.
As an example, you mean nindo mlikuwa mnachora mitochondria?
Damn. you know, my previous high school, I painted their walls. Niliacha nimewamekia some art in the walls and all that, yeah.
You painted on the walls?
Yeah, some crazy shit. Yeah, I left some. Yeah, no. Like tulienda kwa depa, tukaongea, wakatoa do, tukabai marangi, and we painted the school, manze, yeah.
So yours was a disciplined art in a way.
Yeah, in a way.
Unatukana mwalimu.
And it was cool to nafanya art like with a passion, like with that unataka uache that mark, you know. Because yeah, art speaks for itself, you know.
Of course, I know we'll speak about that in the later minutes, in the sense that now your writings or your drawings are still on that wall in that school. Sinda, how's the feeling?
I can see them, I'm like, damn, you know, it was the amateur me painting them, but still the feeling, inanipatia the feeling of, damn, I really did this.
Which year was that?
I think 2018, 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wakiangalia wanakumbuka tu Mugo.
They remember the name.
Is there an inspiration towards that? Are there people that are following that route?
Yeah, because the art classes that by that time the art classes hazikuwa hivyo serious. The art teacher was like he wasn't serious, but after us doing whatever we did, art classes zimeanza kuchukuliwa more serious, you know. Like I'm thinking in Kenya art classes hazikuwa hivyo serious sana. In I was always drunk or something, alikuwa tu maji every time. So hizo classes hazikuwa serious, but until we did what we did, walianza kuchukulia serious. I saw more students applying for the art class. Yeah, something like that.
All right. So abstract art uses visual language of shape, form, and color. I believe our viewers have taken a look at all those that are being zoomed in for the purposes of your understanding. Of course, there's form, there's color, and line to create a composition, which may exist with a degree of independence from visual difference in the world. Abstract art, non-figurative art, non-objective art, and non-representational art are all closely related terms. It's not the first time we're hosting, of course, abstract art, but in the understanding of all this will Hugo, and I see the man himself, Oliver, is right here, just to have the clear understanding, the clear picture in all this. Hugo, of course, we've heard your voice. Let's now listen to. Good morning, man. Good morning. How are you feeling?
I'm fine this morning.
Kofiti?
For best.
All right. How are you feeling this morning?
Top. Yeah.
All right. So, for someone who's seeing you for the first time, how would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Oliver Mugo. I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah.
So when unasaidia Hugo kuuza hizi vitu?
Yeah.
Nice,
From way back, I've been showing him the way. Yeah, he's my guy.
Wow. So in the later minutes, of course, utatusaidia ku understand vile Hugo amesema kuhusu story na do. So utatusaidia ku understand sasa do inakam aje, and if there are young people that want to venture into this, how will they create an income in all this? And how's the journey been, of course, working with Hugo? And do you have also the taste of abstract art?
Yeah, sure.
Pia uko na hiyo una feel unachora pia?
Mi naweza translate.
Yeah. All right. So translate in what context?
In like when he has drawn, he can show me without telling me what he has drawn, and then I can picture, like, like you can translate. Yeah.
It's all right. So let's do this. Unacheki hii ya kwanza hii?
Yeah.
Hugo alikuwa anafaa to explain hii, and of course to explain the vision behind it. But sasa wewe sasa Oliver, you can explain it. Sasa unataka kuuzia client. So how would you describe this one, the first picture?
The first picture is like a lot is going on, and it's like mayhem, Yeah, you see the eyes out, people, the faces, the expressions. Yeah, it's like a lot is going on, like mayhem. Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk to the artist himself. What will you unafikiria nini when you're drawing this art?
Since I specifically was thinking about one thing, but I was just, for me when I do art, I just it's a way of letting my mind release all that is holding it back, like anything that's holding me back, anything that's in my head, any stress, any anxieties, everything. I just release it on the canvas. So whatever you see in my art is anything that goes on in my head. Yeah. So for that one, it's my favorite piece because I've done it. It took the most time, as in, damn.
How long?
It took some like I don't know, 1.5 years. Yeah, 1 year and 4 months or something. Because I drew it, then I lost it. Then I found it, then I continued to,
Idea
it's crazy. Yeah. It got lost for like 3 months or 4. Then I found it, then I brought it back and did some more work on it.
Indeed.
So that's why I love it. It has some history,
Which history? Which history are you talking about?
Let me talk about this. It's called mayhem.
Amazing.
Yeah, and mayhem, when you look it up in the dictionary, it means a lot of chaos, a lot of things happening at one time, So when there's mayhem anywhere, maybe let's say in a Travis Scott event, Travis Scott performances or something, people die and all that. So the mayhem, when it happens, there's people who will gain from that, there's people who will lose a lot from that, So in this painting, I was trying to show that in the mayhem activity, you can either win, you can either gain, you can either lose. It's up to you. It depends to you. It depends all up to you. You can decide. Okay, there's a lot of shit going on right now, but I will be on the winning side. Okay, and that decide me. Or not, I'll be on the winning side. I will gain out of this mayhem. Mayhem ni kama vurugu ina happen to out of everything that is around you, guys, people with their shit, as in mayhem is the vurugu happening. And then after the vurugu, there's you, there's me.
Indeed.
You can gain, I can lose, you know.
Indeed.
Like, you know, in the Travis Scott events, I will repeat that one. People died, there's people who died, you know. And there's people who gained, like Travis gained a lot of, you know, a lot of clout for that shit. Yeah, alipata clout, alipata dough, but there's people who lost their lives, you know. That happens in mayhem. Kukiwa na vurugu kama hiyo, there's people who will gain and there's people who will lose. So that's what I was trying to show in this painting.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone seems to have lost the eye.
Yeah. There's someone with an eye out. The eye is bleeding, and there's a nigga down there licking the blood, man. As in, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
The nigga is gaining from the other nigga, as in umse mwingine ameumia, but this one is licking the blood of him.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's crazy like that. Yeah. There's a guy with his eye out, and there's a lizard on top of the eye. There's a gecko. I think it's a gecko on top of the eye.
I can see it.
Yeah, it symbolizes that man eat man society slogan, you know. When you're hurt, I can gain from your wounds and all that, you know.
All right, so in the context of all this now, I'm seeing a society. And then, of course, you know what is happening today in the country. I believe you know that. Then, you know, when you're talking about mayhem and the chaos, and there's some people that are losing and some people are hurting, but there is a group of people that are benefiting. So I think you also, by the end of the program, you'll give us an insight on what you think about everything that is happening as far as that art is concerned. But sasa, utueleze sasa Oliver, okay, so ukiangalia hii, how do you describe to someone when you want to sell this particular kind of art? Na places gani zenye utauzia watu, ni wapi utauzia watu hii art? Kuna places zenye ukiuza watashtuka, kuna places ukiuza they feel like, this relates to our environment, iko fiti. So what is your approach? Una approach namna gani ndio ukitaka kuuza art kai?
Art kai jo umesikia pia ni favorite piece ya Eugine.
Indeed.
I think this is one of one. And si rahisi pia kuuzia msee.
Yeah.
Yeah, hii ni art one of one, so Eugene ndo anaweza jua venye yeah, kama anaweza iuza ama anaweza tu iput, anaweza auction plani tu. Yeah, mimi na feel ni piece ni crazy.
Indeed. So far imekuwa siku ngapi kwa stock?
Imekuwa in a couple of exhibitions and apparently nimekuwa kwa exhibition fulani juzi, the Kenya National Museum.
Amazing.
Yeah, so this painting, particularly this painting, tulifika hiyo siku, I remember tukifika we was late, tulifika late, like the exhibition nini ku submit the paintings ilikuwa nafaa kuisha 4 but tulifika 4:10 or something. And the lady that was there was a white lady.
Indeed.
She was angry at first when she saw us coming in. She was like, did you see the poster? We were closing at 4, you're late guys and all that. But when she saw this painting, she forgot all about us being late. She was like, damn, this is amazing. I wonder what goes on in your head. I just wanna know what goes on in your brain. This is like, you know. So this art is a conversational starter, you know. It can start conversations. It can spark conversations.
Indeed.
People will be like, what was this artist thinking about? Like a minute before when I came in, you guys was like talking about all this, you know, the eyes popping out. Yeah, you see, it's a conversational starter. So that's a point in selling. You sell an art according to the feeling it brings, whatever it brings up in the room. You see, when you bring up the art here, if there ain't no conversation about it, then you know there's little to sell about it. You know, but when people talk about it, like, damn, you see this and this and this and this, those are points you can use in your selling. You know.
All right. So if you're told, of course, to create another one like this, will you do it?
Nah, this is a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Hey, this is a masterpiece. No, as in nobody, even me, I can't repeat this. If it's sold, it's sold. I'll forget about it like that. As in it will be in my gallery, paintings, in my pictures, in my phone.
I understand the context of the masterpiece, but there is a point now. There is so much demand. That babu sisi tunataka kama hiyo tena, tuundie tena kama hiyo.
Don't do that. Like as an artist, I don't really encourage on reproducing your art pieces because it's kind of like the one who bought it anataka your masterpiece yenye he will never see it anywhere else in the world. Like in the fucking whole world you'll never see this painting anywhere. You know, so the one who buys it, he wants that feeling like there's no one else in this universe with a painting like this. So I can't recreate it, as in it's just on my morals and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, can't. I know I can, if I want to, I can make a similar painting to that, but for moral purposes, I just prefer not to.
All right. Sawa. So describe to us, of course, now this art that is down here, in the small one.
So the small one is called Honey Bums, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but let me put it up for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So this one, it got a lot of it got some shapes on it. If you saw it, I don't know. I have the red part here. I have a female body shape.
Just lift it up.
Yeah, I can lift it up. Yeah. So this part here, it's a female back body part, like honey bums. I call it honey bums. The yellow part is also a female body part, like from back behind the, you know. And I got some, you know, it's a nude. Okay, it's a nude abstract, yeah. So I have some body shapes here, like 3. I have 2 pots that show honey, like
Indeed.
Yeah, they resemble honey pouring down here. You see, as you see, this is a pot, and this is a body.
So why did you draw it?
So this was as I drew this, I was thinking about the beauty of the woman body, you know.
Amazing.
The beauty of them is it's like it's endless, bruh.
So when you talk about domestic violence, as far as that is concerned, were you raising a concern about that as well?
I was trying to tell these people, like, you know, the beauty of the woman body is endless. Like there will be a beautiful girl today, there will be a beautiful girl tomorrow, there will be a beautiful girl the day after tomorrow. The beauty will never end. You know, it's endless. So you look
you know, at least try as much as possible to maintain the beauty.
Yeah, appreciate it and love all your women, bro. Love all your girls, love your mamas. As in, the beauty of the woman body, it's sacred. You know, the women bring life to this earth. You know, it's sacred. It's sacred to a point that you should really appreciate it to the most you can, guys. You know?
So as you take a seat, of course, kuna hiyo ingine and you to explain in the next few minutes, but also there are characteristics to consider when you're embracing now abstract art as well, and even the focus in all this. When you sent your bio, of course, I was reading something about now the excitement that comes with all these. Now this is my hands. This is what I'm doing. But that's not to engage Oliver a little bit. You guys spoke about exhibitions. Na kwenda kwa hii market ku try as much as possible onyesha wasee cheki hii stuff ni deadly, you know. Then now do you think there is a challenge ya exhibitions hapa Kenya?
Yeah, juu pia kuna kitu inaweza kosa challenges. So by the big shout out to the Kenyan Museum for the opportunities yenye walitupea display your art. We managed to sell one. And kuna challenges though. Kuna ma-artist wenye hawafikiwi na hizo opportunities. Na bado pia kuna ma-artist wenye wanachujwa kwa hiyo panel. And then kuna pia challenge ingine ya wana venye una price art yako, kuna venye wanaweza wanaweza downgrade.
All right. Downgrading, has it ever occurred to you that sasa yenye tumeng'ang'ana sana, tumejituma sana, then manze it's been a while hata isongi? How did you feel about that as the entrepreneur, and are you guys expecting some cash?
Since it was the first time, the moja yenye ilisonga nilisikia fiti, even though kuna zenye sasa kama atka hii tunaweza kuwa tunawa price ya kitu ka 100,000 but unapata wanakuambia we can do 50. Yeah, so inakuwa tu ni sawa.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe hizi ungetuzia ngapi?
Mimi ningeziuza tu so. Yeah.
Kutoka ile. So this is 300,000 sitting here.
Yeah.
Alright, amazing. So of course if you look around you see people with suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
Anaweza cheza na 300,000.
Yeah.
Acha sisi. Anyway, in the meantime, you go in the context of what are some of the challenges that you endure when you are creating your art and your space?
Challenges as Kosagi, they never lack, you know. So there's a piece I'm working on right now about the June 25th violence, the way people are shot, the way people walitokea kwa streets.
Amazing.
So I did 2 pieces about that, and I sold 1 piece at the exhibition Juzi about the June 25th maandamano. Yeah.
Yep.
So the piece currently, the nini I'm facing right now is I'm too busy trying to live up to, you know, rents, bills and all that. I'm working, so it's hard to get my creative time, you know. It's hard to nikifika home ningie kwa canvas, and I'm so tired from working all day, trying to pay the bills and all that, and nafika home, I'm trying to be creative, I'm trying to get on the canvas, but hiyo kuchoka iniruhusu, you know. Yeah. So that's one of the challenges. Another one is getting this. It's not easy, it's not cheap. Kupata the materials, the canvas, the frames, the paints. It's not easy. Like for context, I'll give you kubai color red. I'll have to spend like 1,500 only on one color red. Yeah. So for me to have all those colors you're seeing there, it will cost more than like maybe 10 bands or something. Wow. You know, you gotta be working. Awezi kunangoja tu for you to sell an art ndio buy hizi vitu. You gotta have a side hustle ndio kuna the cash to buy all this stuff, to do your paintings. So for you to get that cash, you have to work. And for you to work, that means it will cost you like time, you know. Like most of the time of your day, you're working to get the money to buy this canvas, this working stuff on, you know. And then when you buy them, you don't have the time to paint because you're always working to get the money, you know. It's hard to balance between those.
Indeed. But also you have to create that time.
You have to. It's just that you have to. As an artist, you have to. It doesn't matter if you sleep overnight painting. I once slept overnight painting. I think this one is called Incognito. I did it overnight. Yeah, I had no time.
The longer one? Okay.
It's big one, yeah. It's called Incognito.
Indeed.
I had no time, and I just had to, before tomorrow, it had to be dry before tomorrow to be taken to an exhibition, yeah. Yeah, so I had to work overnight. Nimetoka job the whole day, nimefika jioni, prepare canvas, nimepiga primer before ikauke, before nianze job, before irangi ikauke. Damn, the whole night I was up, something like that.
Exhibitions. So inamaanisha exhibitions pia ni story ya kubahatisha, like you're not sure that this happens.
Yeah, exhibitions they ain't that sure. Like I've done a couple, unaweza peleka paintings zako, but you ain't that sure they will sell. Italingana na, you know, the people that will come if they love your art. And of course kuna artists wengi wameleta paintings zao kwa exhibitions. So yeah, kila mtu ni deadly. There's competition, and of which it's good so that you create the best version of your art. But unapata ni hard kumeka sale. Like the exhibition I was in, we made one sale and it was good.
Amazing.
Kulinganisha na wase wengine who didn't make a sale or something, walileta 2 paintings and then they went back with it. So for me it's like Kenya, you guys need to appreciate like art more. You'll make it easier for your artists to, you know, get something out of their art. Yeah, because I feel like so everybody, like, they appreciate that art, so to that point that they will just go and buy art from here, you know. Many people who bought art from that exhibition were foreigners and all that, but to school at least they bought something. But Kenyans, you guys need to work on your art taste and all that.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got 3 minutes, of course, to take a short breather as well. Oliver, what do you think about competition? And in the context of understanding all this, what will be your take, of course, about competition?
Competition is good. It puts the character in position or in toes, because unajua pale mbele nikienda si rahisi. Napatana na pia na wasi wengine wamejam. Unajua? Yeah, so competition kila mahali ni kitu ya maana sana. So as for Eugene, I will tell him that itabidi tu ana create time, ana bring your time the best out of it.
Indeed.
Yeah, juu pale mbele tukienda kusubmit ama tukienda, you know, una competition na si rahisi. Yeah, but we are so big.
Kuna marketers wengine pale nje and unafaa compete now and make sure you have a sale. Has that ever occurred to you now that you can thrive beyond them? Ukuwe wendo kusema manze hii sale lazima ipite.
Yeah, sure. Hiyo sasa inabidi tuna bring up the young artists wenye wana draw, pia tunaweza wa support. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wewe isha kuchapa competition.
And for in the art business, you know what sells most? It's your name. When you sell like a couple of arts to people that know art, they will spread your name out there. Msata kam kwa crib yake, see the art, he'll be like, where did you get this? He'll be like, I got it from Eugene, from Mugo. So the more you sell your name, the more your art will sell. So you gotta sell your name out there. You gotta let them know there's Mugo out there doing arts, and this is his signature, this is his artwork, you know. When you sell out your name, you'll sell more of your art, you know. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I know, Swasi. So, in the context now, of course, in an understanding of art, tumegusia to save. I think we now need now to come kwa ground to vile una establish art yako. So, if people want to interact with you in one or the other, how could they find you?
They can find me on all socials. I'm in Twitter, I'm in Instagram, TikTok. You can find me at Rolling with Eugene. At Instagram, Twitter, Rolling with Eugene. As just Rolling with Eugene, you'll find me. Yeah, my number, you'll find me at WhatsApp and all that. You'll drop the number down there, you know. Yeah, you can find me. I'm always available. I'm always available for an order if you want to place an order or something. Yeah, we're always open to new businesses and all that. New ideas. If somebody got an idea of an artwork, we can work on it. Yeah, there's no limit in this.
Okay, there's no limit. What's your favorite line? Of course, as we complete the conversation, what is your best tagline that you use now to empower young people that are watching us?
Just do it. Just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. Yeah, don't be like they're just staying at home, just thinking about being an artist. You're thinking about kuingia kwa studio. You're thinking about don't think about it. Just do it.
Oliver?
God is the greatest.
Okay. That is perfect one. Yeah. And as we embrace God is the greatest, see you tomorrow, of course, as we delve into Artistic Friday, that is Entertainment Friday, to have the clear understanding of what it holds now by the masses in the grace of the Lord to keep us now in the safe spaces. Now, this has been the morning drift. Of course, thank you so much, Hugo, for that short time. But of course, we'll create more engagements to get now the zile zote come through, or we can come there as well. Savio, I really appreciate, man. It's an honor. See you tomorrow. My name is Moss Sketch. My director has been Trevor. And of course, thank you to the entire artistic team.